Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, and I need to pull a tab over real quick. Because I just am doing stuff backwards today. There it is. Let's pull that over here. Let's make sure that's lined up. Okay. Lined up-ish. Close enough. You guys can see right on. Anyways, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you week 3 of APA Team Builder. Chicago Bearticks taking on the Los Angeles Lapras. And Coach Trap, I believe, is who that is. Yeah, we're coming off that strange set of events with Matthias. As I said, every time I play Matthias, a game ends in hacks. He crits my Mega Charizard with Aqua Jet, and I lose because of that. Well, that didn't help. Like, him missing his Toxics and then critting me made up for it. But I made the mistake of not switching in Rotom on the Scissor and going when I went for the HP Fire. I forgot about Bullet Punch. Had I switched in the Rotom, Scissor would have taken a Rocky Helmet. I could have lived the Bullet Punch. A second Bullet Punch wouldn't have killed me. He would have died to Rocky Helmet. Would have come in with Tyrantrum. Rotom Wash would have taken the hit from Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum would have died to that Rocky Helmet. And then Shaman's still alive, and I win 1-0. Instead, I 0-0 tied, but because he killed me, and he killed me, that's in the way that Showdown does it. Showdown gave Matthias the win, so unfortunately we take a loss. We're now 1-1. We're still +3, though. So I guess perfect scenario was to take the loss, but have it be a 0-0 differential. So while we're 1-1, we still have the 3 differential. It didn't hurt us. But anyways, we're moving on to Trap here in the Los Angeles Lapras. As you guys can see from the team, there are some new team members. So Lego My Ego, who I played week 1 with the New York Stung Tanks, had an invalid draft. He had 2 tier 2s. Or he only had 1 tier 3, so he had to drop a tier 2. So he was going to drop a Alolan Ninetales, and I was like, ooh, I'll take a Alolan Ninetales. I've got 3 tier 3s. I've got Shaman, I've got Mienshao, and I've got Slurpuff. I can get rid of Mienshao, bring in Ninetales. That gives me +4 on the speed standpoint. I can drop... I'd need to get 20 points in order to do that. I'll drop Golurk, and I'll pick up Rhydon, because I couldn't get Rhyperior, but Rhydon would be great, and having Rhydon behind Veil would be amazing, because then I could set up the Dancing Dino behind Veil. So that's what I did. I picked up Alolan Ninetales. I dropped Mienshao, picked up Rhydon, which got me the points that I needed to make the swap. Then I picked up Ninetales and dropped Golurk, and I thought I was square, and then I got message that my team was invalid. I had 1 tier 3 and too many tier 2s. I was like, what? Is Slurpuff a tier 4? Did I not know that? And they're like, no, you have 3 tier 2s. You have Greninja, you have Azelf, you have 4 tier 2s. You have Rotom Wash, you have Greninja, you have Azelf, and you have... Yeah, you have 5 tier 2s. You have Rotom Wash, Greninja, Azelf, Shaman, and Alolan Ninetales. Your draft's invalid. You don't have another tier 3. Slurpuff is your only tier 3. And I had to look and do a double take. Yeah, Shaman's tier 2 in this league because it's a 24-man league. And I just didn't pay attention. And because of that, I messed up. I have burnt all of my free agents to fix that. It's my bad. I am not mad at APA at all. It is what it is because I didn't read the tier list. That's on me, not on them. So basically what I'm trying to say here is, guys, check your tier list. Check your, really, before you make moves, check it, really think about it, because now I'm out of moves for the entire season, 2 weeks into the season, and I'm stuck with a couple mons that I don't really want. But I'm going to make do with them. So here's our team. We have Megazord X, Rotom Wash, Scizor, Greninja, Azelf. Those didn't change. Slurpuff and Shaman are back. They're still here. We have Doublade. So basically what happens is I drop Mienshao, I get Doublade to make a valid transaction. And make a valid team again. Doublade's nice, it's interesting, it's base 35 speed, it is stupidly slow. That's okay, I didn't have that stupidly slow Mon. Golurk was my slowest Mon, so Trick Room could still get me pretty nastily. Doublade has base 150 defense, it's an absolute defensive nightmare. I can put an Eviolite on it and have it Spadef get a little better. Spadef is terrible at 49 though, but picking up that Eviolite will help it. And 110 attack stat is great. It can Swords Dance, it can Gyro Ball. Shadow Claw, Sacred Sorting, it has priority in the Shadow Sneak, so now Scissor and Doublade have priority for me, which I was lacking for the most part on the team. No Guard means I never miss a move. Unfortunately, a move never misses me. I could set up an Autotomize set and set up with a Speedy Doublade, Brick Break, Destiny Bond if I want to take something down with me. Let's see, Power Trick. I can swap attack and defensive stats to give me 150 attack if I wanted to. Yeah, it's just, it'll be interesting to see what I can do with this thing. I've never used Doublade before. I've considered using Aegislash before, but I've never been able to draft it, never have found a way to fit it into my draft plans. I would love to have taken Aegislash this time. The main thing is it gives me another Steel type. I am not happy with Scissor. I do not like Scissor. I don't get it as a Mon. I don't see how it fits my team. Panther really likes it. I'm hoping Panther, which I'll put a link for Panther's channel down below as well, just because he's doing some really amazing stuff right now. He's actually taking Mons in Draft League and talking about how they fit in Draft League, how they work. I think so far he's done Zygarde, where he talks about like the most common things with Zygarde and breaks down different sets, breaks down the stats, breaks down team comp with them. Very helpful stuff for new people. Definitely go check out those videos, check out his channel down below. But this Doublade gives me a Steel type, and so this gives me a Steel type that I actually feel comfortable with and could use if I needed to. As far as Rhydon goes, Rhydon fills that ground type that that Golurk did. Basically, I split Golurk, and I lost a fighting type out of this whole deal. So I could really use a fighting type badly. If any coach has a tier 1 fighting type they don't want, I'll take it. That sort of thing. But, yeah, Rhydon is another good Mon. It's a good Eviolite abuser as well. Dancing Dino is always a thing, you know, Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Setup Sweep type of thing. Lightning Rod, so it gives me another, it gives me a true electric immunity. Rotom Wash, besides Golurk, was a true electric immunity, but this gives me a very good one. 120 defense, 130 attack, 105 HP. It's got good physical bulk. It's not very good on the special side, just like Doublade. So as far as special walls go, I don't have a lot of special walls at this point, and this is 2 physical attackers I picked up now, leaving me with basically Greninja, Azelf, Shaman, and Rotom as my only special attackers. It's not bad, I just need to watch it. Reckless is always a good ability. Rockhead, so recoil damage is a good one. It gives me a reliable Stealth Rock setter. Like, now Arrow doesn't have all the pressure of setting rocks. Azelf doesn't have to carry rocks. Rhydon can set Stealth Rocks pretty reliably. Plus that Eviolite just adds to that bulk. And then it's got decent coverage. It's basically Baby Rhyperior. The only real difference being it doesn't have Solid Rock, but that Eviolite basically helps get it back to that bulky standpoint, because Eviolite takes your defense and your Spadef and multiplies it by 1.5, so even just a little bit of Spadef investment plus an Eviolite can make Rhydon bulky. So I like it. I like it. I wanted Rhyperior, I wanted Rhydon originally. Panther said no, go Lurk. I said I might regret this. And I ended up with Rhyperior or Rhydon anyways, but that's because I screwed up. Anyways, that's it. So there's the team we're bringing. The Los Angeles Lapras here, LAL. In Trap, they have Blue Lucha Tran. Just a disgusting core there in Blue Lucha Tran. Because Bulu and Heatran is a very obvious core. Grassy terrain to stop EQing. And then Lucha getting a defensive boost from the grassy terrain with its Seed, plus the Unburden ability allows it to just run shop. Mega Blastoise can be bulky and annoying as all can be, and fire off super powerful hits. Snorlax, very good in Trick Room, also very easy to set up and be very annoying. Cofagrigus, we know what happens to me with Cofagrigus. I get swept by Cofagrigus 05 the last time I played it. It's stupidly annoyingly bulky. Lando I, another very good offensive mon. Raichu very fast. Espeon, gonna stop rocks, gonna be very annoying. I have Espeon in PCF, I am very familiar with it. Braviary and Sneasel. He has Trick Room, and my team prior to the transactions was very Trick Room weak. I don't think he's gonna bring Trick Room now. He's brought Trick Room both his weeks. He brought Trick Room. He brought Bulu Lucha Tran. He brought Bulu Tran every time Lucha came to 1. And he's brought Cough every game and used Trick Room in both games. So having 2 mons that can sit in Trick Room is actually very nice. One of them being slower than Cofagrigus, I believe, in Doublade. No, Cofagrigus is actually slower than Doublade. That's going to be interesting to see if that happens. So anyways, here's the team. We're bringing a very offensive, and I just closed that, and I needed it still. Because I'm a derp. We have offensive Shaman again. I really want to bring defensive Shaman again. I thought that was kind of fun. But this match just screamed the need for offensive Shaman with Life Orb, Synthesis, Seed Flare, Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam. I just want to take a second and say, Shaman being blind is a problem. But I love the fact that it has Nature Cure, because as long as Shaman is alive, I can't get Toxic stalled. And I have another mon I can switch, because then I can just heal Shaman back and forth. LAL. Synthesis to heal, since we are Life Orb. Seed Flare, Earth Power, and Dazzling Gleam. Seed Flare is going to obliterate Mega Blastoise. That's really about it. Earth Power to hit the Heatran, switching in. Dazzling Gleam to hit the Hawlucha if it wants to switch in and try to start setting up. Sneasel gets hit by D-Gleam pretty hard. Earth Power hits Raichu. But that's really about it as far as what this thing's for. This thing's basically here to check Mega Blastoise and damage Heatran on switch-ins. Megazard X here with D-Dance, Earthquake, Flare Blitz, and Roost this time. Heatran is, like Arcanine last week, Heatran is basically the sole destroyer of this team from allowing Charizard to sweep because of its Flash Fire ability. And I don't want to give Heatran a boost, especially if Mega Blastoise is still around. I fully expect Bulu, Lucha, Heatran, Blastoise, Cough, and probably Snorlax. Those are the 6 I'm expecting to come. Maybe not Snorlax anymore because I don't have Trick Room potential. I think it's either Snorlax or Lando. One or the other's coming, which I don't know. Roost for recovery because Flare Blitzes are going to really punch the crap out of his team but hurt me. Flare Blitz will take down Bulu. Flare Blitz just obliterates his team. That Cofagrigus with its stupid mummy ability is really going to be a problem for me this entire game because it can shut down my setup sweepers by taking away Tough Claws, and when we get to when we get to Slurpuff, that will not appreciate Mummy either. So I have to watch those. Earthquake will obliterate the Heatran. Once the Bulu goes down, Heatran's pretty vulnerable, unless it's Air Balloon. Shaman is max special attack, a little bit of bulk, just to take some hits from... This would allow me to take a hit from Hawlucha and then D-Gleam to hit Hawlucha back. This thing lives one... This thing will live in Acrobatics, and then I can D-Gleam, basically. Greninja with Ice Beam, Hydro, Hidden Power Ground, Dark Pulse, Icium Z. A little bit of bulk. That speed is enough to outpace Espeon, I think is his fastest Mon. That's what I'm... No, Sneasel. That's enough speed to outspeed Sneasel, so I can tell if it's Scarf Sneasel or not. I can also outspeed Espeon as well. Ice Beam is to punish the Tapu Bulu every time Tapu Bulu wants to switch in, or if Hawlucha wants to switch in, it won't appreciate multiple Ice Beams in its face. Those are probably his two direct checks. If he brings Raichu, then I have HP Ground to deal with Raichu. HP Ground will hit the Heatran, but there's no real reason for him to bring Heatran in on this thing. Dark Pulse to deal with Espeon and Cough, and then Hydro to deal with the Heatran. And Ice Beam will also get the Landorus. And Icium Z Ice Beam will kill a Tapu Bulu as long as he's not like especially bulky. Making the debut, Scissors McCuddy, the Doublade. If you want to know why Scissors McCuddy is named Scissors McCuddy when I don't nickname Mons, you'll have to follow the Discord link down below. Aegislash, Doublade, and what's the Honedge? Those three all have very special nicknames in my server, and very, very funny bot commands that go along with them. They're the McStabby family, and so that's where Scissor, or Doublade, because there's two, Scissors McCuddy. If you want to know the other two, go check out the Discord. It's a fun place. Don't just go check out for that. It's actually a fun place. You can hang out and talk, and that's the best way to hang out with myself and some of the WOC coaches. Majority of them are in there, and quite a few PCF coaches are in there. It's a really fun place. Come check it out sometime. There's that plug. With Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Gyro Ball, Sacred Sword. I'm going to have to get this thing in ASAP if Cough comes and sets up Trick Room. I am not slower than Cough, unfortunately, but I could potentially take a hit with the Eviolite and the Spadef investment from an HP Fire from a Cofagrigus. Set up a Swords Dance and then Shadow Sneak to murder the Cofagrigus. Gyro Ball will hit Tapu Bulu and basically obliterate it. Sacred Sword will obliterate Heatran, especially if I'm under Trick Room. This thing is basically here as the direct counter to Cough. I do not want Cough setting up Trick Room on me and sweeping me 5-0. Got Rotom Wash here, leftovers, bulky attacker, very, like, no speed, really, at all. It's HP and special attack. Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Defog, Hidden Power, Ice. His best switch into Rotom is probably going to be Lando to try and check me from Volt turning. If that's the case, I have HP Ice for it. Volt Switch will allow me to gain momentum, slow pivot, hit the Hawlucha. If the Hawlucha tries to come in, I can Volt Switch and pivot directly. Thunderbolt to hit the Blastoise and the Braviary. Oh, I gotta watch out for the Raichu, because the Raichu has Lightning Rod. That's good to remember. Raichu has Lightning Rod. So if I see Raichu and Lando, I have to hit HP Ice, expecting one or the other to come in, and then just hard switch out. Defog to clear hazards. I don't want hazards getting set up on my side of the field, and weakening Zard trying to come in and putting unnecessary chip on other things, and allowing Cough to potentially sweep, or Hawlucha to potentially sweep. Sunday the Slurpuff. Sunday, shiny Male Slurpuff, this is a shout out to Griffin Feathers. He is not taking commissions right now, but definitely go follow him on Twitter. His Twitter link will be in the description down below. Go show him some love for me. He's the one who makes all my amazing artwork for me. I think the only thing he hasn't made was the WWC logo, just because I haven't commissioned it from him yet. And Galactic Damien, one of the coaches, graciously made it for me. Just made it out of nowhere, made it for free because he wanted the league to have a logo. I really appreciate that. So that's the only thing that Griffin hasn't done for me. And his favorite mon is Slurpuff, and he names his Sunday. So this is for you, Griffin. Belly Drum, Drain Punch, Play Rough, return with Grassy Seed and Unburden. Normally you'd run a berry for the Unburden boost, but this thing basically will wreck his team once Cofagrigus goes down. As soon as Cough dies, this thing wrecks his team. The ideal scenario is he goes Bulu and then immediately goes into Lucha. If Lucha comes in, I go into Slurpuff on his Bulk Up or his Swords Dance. Either or is extremely, extremely scary to me. No. As soon as Bulu comes in, I'm gonna have to double. Like, Bulu's gonna come in on Gren, and then I'd fully expect him to double into Hawlucha, expecting me to double into Zard, or to back out into Zard. And so that he can go into Lucha and get set up. Because Zard can't really do much to Lucha until it gets de-danced up, and Lucha can get the defensive boost from Grassy Seed, because that's what Grassy Seed does, it boosts your defense. I don't know, I have to get into a situation where it's Slurpuff versus Hawlucha, with no Cofagrigus in the back. Because once Cough dies, Mummy ability goes away, and I can keep my Unburden. And once we get to that situation where it's Slurp versus Hawlucha, he's either got to get greedy, or he's gonna die to a Play Rough. Because I can still kill him with almost kill him with Play Rough, and he can't kill me with Acrobatics unless he gets a Swords Dance up. And he is faster than me. But, anyways, Slurpuff comes in, it gets the Grass Seed boost, and then I will go for Belly Drum. And if he stays Hawlucha, I'm screwed, because Hawlucha will set up and destroy me. If he changes and goes into Heatran, I win the game, because I will be +1 defense, +6 attack on because I will Belly Drum. That's the goal, Belly Drum on the Heatran switch. So Unburdened, +6, Drain Punch will kill Heatran, Play Rough will kill Hawlucha, Return will take down Tapu Bulu, Return will take down Mega Blastoise, Drain Punch will take down Snorlax, Cofagrigus, Return will not hit it, Play Rough will kill, but then I lose my Unburden and will no longer be double speed. Landorus dies to Return, Raichu dies to Return or Play Rough, Espeon dies to Return or Play Rough, Braviary dies to Return or Play Rough, Sneasel dies to Drain Punch and Play Rough. Sunday can set up and sweep with +1 defense, double speed, +6 attack, once Cough goes down and if Trap plays the way he should. So there's the team. Recap on what we did. Please check out the links in the description down below. Panther's doing the amazing series to help anyone that's new to Draft League format. Definitely go check it out. I learned a lot about Zygarde. I want to try Zygarde some season now because of what I've learned. Go check out the Discord if you want to know why Scissors McCuddy is named Scissors McCuddy, as well as the other two's nicknames. Check out Griffin. He's not taking commissions, but please go show him some love. When he opens commissions, I highly recommend him. He's a very, very talented artist and very, very efficient and fair priced, and he turns out work very, very fast. And then Twitch, I'm going to get back to Twitch streaming. Go check that out. And Twitter, if you want to just follow my Twitter shenanigans. And that's it. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for checking out. Hopefully we can pick up our win. Check out that match tomorrow. We'll see if we can move to 2-1. I'm out.